If a potential client compares you to three other consultants and says, honestly, you all seem the same, that's a positioning problem. I'm Dr. Michelle Mazer, the communication rebel. I help solo consultants and service providers sharpen their message so the right clients immediately get why you. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to define positioning in plain English and give you a simple four-part framework you can use to tell if your message is actually making you the obvious and, more importantly, the first choice. If you want a quick gut check after this, grab my free message reality check. It will show you how unique your positioning is and where your marketing message is falling flat. The link is in the description. Positioning is the place you occupy in your future client's mind, what they're thinking you're the best choice for, and why you're not interchangeable. And it is mental real estate. And that matters more than ever because AI is pumping out endless sounds good marketing. Everyone's using the same phrases, the same frameworks, the same I help X do Y so they can Z line. Positioning is what cuts through that sameness. So when your ideal client is ready to hire, you're the one they remember. So let's talk quickly about what positioning is not. It is not simply picking a niche or choosing an industry or listing the problem you solve. Those are ingredients. Positioning is how those ingredients all come together to create a distinct place in your client's mind. If you want a practical way to think about positioning, it's four parts: price, people, problem, and point of view. And if even one of these is a little bit fuzzy, your marketing sounds like everybody else and you start blending in. So let's talk about price first. Your pricing tells a story. If you're charging $50,000 for an engagement, that signals something completely different than a $2,500 workshop. It attracts different buyers and a different set of expectations. Now, I'm not going to camp out on price today because for most solo consultants and service providers, the biggest positioning wins usually come from the next three. What lets you price at a premium are these other three components of positioning. The second component is your people. This is who you're for. And I don't mean demographics. I mean the world your people live in. For example, I work with service providers and consultants who sell outside the online bubble. Their clients aren't other online business owners or coaches. They're working with organizations, professional executives, people living their lives with real problems to solve. And they frankly wouldn't know a lead magnet if it bit them in the butt. That distinction matters for my positioning because the marketing advice that works when you're selling courses to aspiring entrepreneurs is not the same advice when you're selling to a VP of operations or to a healthcare system or to a parent even. And when you really understand your people's world, you naturally start using their language and examples that make them think, oh, this person gets it. The next component is the problem you solve, but not the vague version. Like you have a lead generation problem, or your email marketing's not working, or you need to change your culture. The question is, what specific problem do your people have in their context, in their world? So here's a quick example from one of my Expert Up Club members, Bev Feldman. She works with credentialed professionals, financial planners, speech pathologists, therapists, people who do not want to become marketers. And they know that email can generate revenue for them and bring in new clients. They don't understand tech. They don't understand automations. They don't understand how to do email in a way that is compliant and consent based. And that's a very different problem than helping people send newsletters. And that's the level of specificity that makes you easier to choose. The final component is the secret weapon. It is what makes all of this come together and help you stand out from the other consultants in your industry. And that is a point of view that your client can't unsee. Your point of view is a perspective that once your ideal client hears it, it rewires how they see the world and the problem itself. And they can't go back to seeing the old way. So when I shifted my positioning to focus on people who sell outside the online business world, I sent an email about it. I got 60 responses. 60. I've never had that many responses. Because when people saw that point of view, they couldn't unsee it. And for Bev, her point of view is consent-based email marketing, building trust and relationships first, not blasting people with aggressive sales campaigns. When the right client hears that, they go, oh, thank God. There's a way to do this that actually fits the way I run my business. So when you combine price, people, problem, and point of view, that is positioning. It's not a tagline. It's not a niche statement. It's that mental real estate in your client's head. It's a clear, distinct spot that makes you the obvious and first choice to your clients. So here's my question for you. Which one do you feel is the weakest for you right now? Is it people, problem, or point of view? Tell me in the comments. And if you want to see how your current messaging is actually positioning you or just describing you, go grab my free message reality check. It'll show you how unique your positioning is and where your message is blending in. The link is in the description. Thanks for watching this video. If you like what you hear, be sure to subscribe and grab that message reality check below. And I'll see you in the next video.